Hello and welcome to computer class. My name is Dave and today we're talking about how to insert pictures, shapes, and icons in a Microsoft Word documents. Get yourself some lorem ipsum text from ipsum.com. Just copy and paste some of their filler text and throw it into a document. Give yourself a header, and that's where I started from for this video. All right, so go to the Pictures tab, and there's a couple ways to insert pictures. Number one is from this device. So I'm going to click and I'm going to insert a image here. And there we go. I'm going to resize it by clicking on the fill handles here. You'll notice it's kind of static. It doesn't move. So what you got to do is click the layout options, and you can do tight so the text will wrap around it. You could do top and bottom. For this illustration, we'll do top and bottom, and that'll make sure that we can have it up top. And then I can crop the image, just pull it all the way up like that. And then I could make it go all the way across the top, and that can make a nice little banner, if you will, for our text. Another way to insert pictures is to insert actually a table. So I'll do a 2x2 table, and then of course I could just drag in an image and drop it right into that cell, not push it down because it's so large. So again, resizing, insert another image, drop it into the table. Again, it pushed it down because it's so large. Now it looks like it put it in the wrong cell, so if I just grab it and drag it down to this other cell, I should be golden. Really want to resize here. Okay, make them both the same. And I could kind of do a lot to the tables. I could, give it a style, if you will. Like, you can do whatever you want to them. But that's not really important. We talked about tables in another lesson. Okay, and again, you could put in text here. Not sure why that one isn't bolded. There we go. And you could do layout and center it if you wanted to. All right, so that's pretty good looking. Right off the bat, we've got two ways to insert an image. Of course, another way to insert an image, and I didn't do it, but is to insert pictures from an online picture. And we could search for Batman, of course, and grab a picture off of the library of pictures online, mainly Google Images. Oops, went up here. There we go. And again, similar process. I could click and change it to wrap around the text, and of course it inserts it kind of into a paragraph, if you will, so to speak. So I could have that like over there if I wanted to. Okay? So that's something to be noted. I'm going to delete that because that's kind of messing up my layout here. Another thing to be talked about when it comes to images is actually inserting them into the header. And I have found that the best way to do this is actually to not just insert the image, though it would make sense that you would think you would click pictures, insert from this device, and here I'll just grab it and show you, and try to resize it, change the layout here, maybe even crop it if you wanted to, and try to use this image. But it seemingly usually has issues, especially in the footer section. So what I do is I usually insert a shape. I usually pick a square and I just stretch it over this area because a lot of people want to put headers here. I take the shape outline to none, and then I fill the shape with a picture from a file. Let me get that Computer Class Online background. Now you notice it's squinched a little bit. It's because it's not sized proportionally, and that's fine. But what I can do is I can go over to the picture format again and crop it like I was gonna do, and take a section of it, hit crop, and resize it down. Okay. And now this is able to fill that entire area. Now what would be better is if I put it actually in the footer, to be honest. So let's grab that and put that in the footer. Okay, delete this one out of here. And then we could throw another shape in. Again, just utilizing shapes to make your document look good. And again, I tend to get rid of the outline. I think they're very inefficient when it comes to, I could give this a really light color. And you could put text boxes up here or anything else. I'm not talking about text boxes necessarily yet, but you could put text boxes up here. And then I'm going to throw my logo in here. Okay, now that came up a little big, so you want to resize. Again, all this is in the header. We want to bring this to the front, so if I right click, um, header, footer, picture format, should be able to, maybe I can send this one to the back, right click, there we go, send to back. And I need to, there we go, put it on top. Resize, I could have my logo maybe in the corner here. I'm not sure where, honestly. Double click to get out of it. And there you have it. On every single page, you'll have this bottom section. Now this happens to be overriding that. That's just, see if we can give some space, maybe even move our, there we go. If we move our table up a little bit. But you can see how you have this almost branded looking, maybe we want to give some more space there. Branded looking object in the header and the footer section just by using insert and shapes. And shapes are very helpful. You can do a lot of things with them. You can create diagrams with them, which would be better off using the charts and things, but sometimes you just need one shape. And that's what they're useful for. You can stretch things out. You can create squares and things, insert illustrations into them like I was stating. Another thing you can do with shapes is when you have them open, you can do the fill color, shape outline, shape effects, things like shadow, reflect, glow, as well as you can do that on pretty much all text as well. So that's helpful to know by inserting just word art text, and then you can change all the formatting of a piece of text. Okay. Lastly, so we're going to talk about icons. Icons are kind of helpful because you could use them almost as bullet points. I'll search for the word computer. This is computer class. Grab this one, and it drops it in there. And again, the same issue applies here. You need to make it wrappable. I think if you made them small enough, maybe change the fill color to a purple or something like that. You could then Control C, Control V, copy these down, have them as different bullet points, and sort of make really nice layouts and documents. So again, putting things in the header, using pictures in your layouts, maybe even in your tables, in your footers, using icons in your text, pretty much the best way to do things. One last thing, they have this new thing called 3D models. And if you go to that, you can search for a model. Let's just say I grab this dinosaur. Now it's going to take a second to insert any 3D model. And the reason for that has to go download even the animations of it, which is kind of cool when the document comes up. Let's say you're creating something for younger children even. It'd be nice to have a little motion, or even if you're creating something for adults, sometimes it's nice to have motion in your document. Let's say you're talking about science. You want to put in a motion-oriented graphic. There you go. You can even pause him. You can put him in line with the text if you want to. And there he is, a little dinosaur just fooling around in the middle of the document. So that's kind of cool. Something new Microsoft has added with its 3D models there. All right. So again, hopefully this information was helpful. Hopefully you have liked the video, subscribed to the channel. As always, I will see you in the next video.